Alright guys, this is Redtarget and we're back for episode 34, and I want to give y'all a quick look at what I did with this area over here. I put a couple of these sewers and they're upgraded with those diamond upgrades, so I think they cover a big area. I think I need to take this one and kind of move it over to the center and move that one down there, and I think I can cover all this area with two of these sewers, and they're going into an ender tank. It gets pumped up to a tank that's just an ender tank that's up there. Uh, I got an inner chest right there marked, and I got one in my area over there. If I put like a stack of wheat in there, it brings it right in there and puts it inside that breeder, and it'll breed up some cows. And like some of them, you'll see there's a couple of babies there. They'll get over here and grow up, and they're gonna stay out here and contribute to this sewer right here. And most of the babies though, you'll see like they got pulled into that little area over there. See there? And it just as they grow up, see that's the killing chamber. And they'll wander around in there, and then eventually they'll walk in front of this thing right here, this grinder, and they'll get killed and ground up. And then I just have an ender chest plugged up to the back of it to send everything back over there to the AE system. So they'll wander around in there, you know, until they grow up, and then eventually that chamber empty out. And what's left over, if there's two or three, this will keep growing to feed these, so I can make more of the compost. So that's what I got so far. I just got this breeder right here, and I got this ender chest tied to a chest in here. I can just drop a stack of wheat in there. It comes over and it makes more of them. Like I said, most of the little babies are going to get sucked into that little machine there and go into this area here, and then eventually they'll grow up in the grinder and take them out. So that's working. It seems to be working pretty good so far. I hadn't seen many problems with it. Like I say, I think I'm gonna move this sewer over to this area right here, about the middle ways, and then maybe move that one to the right a little bit and center these two up, and to catch all the sewage. And like I say, it all right now goes back to an ender tank that's up here. And I noticed, I don't know, it just seems to be constantly pouring out of here, and it gets used up pretty quick. I'd love to see this thing get backed up. That's what I'd love to see it get backed up. I'm hoping, because I have this insertion pipe in here, that it's going in here and not just going around to the ender tank. But yeah, that seems to be a constant flow right there. I guess it gets a little wider every now and again. And now that has a small upgrade in it for these up here. I think what I'll eventually do is I'll get rid of all these and then just have everything down there. And then what I do is I'll make them, if I can get enough, I can start building up some compost. Then, like I say, I'll take all this back down and build the same setup down here, maybe in one corner, or I just do a oak tree instead of doing a whole bunch of them. Just do one like this. I think that'd be cool. And then maybe on the other side do a birch. My biggest thing though is to get the fertilizer. Get this fertilizer going. Keep it and keep it going. I just got to have a lot more production of sewage to do that. But anyway, that's just a quick look at what is set up there. And so yeah, like I say, pretty much it's probably two. Yeah, see, there's a baby right there. If he don't go over here, if he grows up and doesn't get over here, he won't get sucked in, and that'll add to this group out here. And yep, see that? Look at those two grew up and they died. So like I say, once they grow up and wander around out in front of this grinder, because that's what happened. When they're little, they kind of stick into these eggs trying to get to the adults. Once they get grown, they'll just wander around, and then they'll get ground up and sent back. So I get all that leather and beef. So I should always have a good supply of beef from now on, and leather, and this works pretty good. This is a good size, and Like I say, if I keep adding to it, let's see if there's any. See, there's still wheat left in there. So I think as some of these get into the range, it'll try breeding them, you know. And so I don't know. I thought that was going directly into that chest, but maybe it ain't. I didn't know that. I've assumed that it was going directly into the chest. I mean, it looks like there's a connection. Let's see how. Well, maybe all of it don't go in the chest. What I need to do next is find out how to put one of those inoculator things in here and then instantly make them grown whenever they come in here. I opened that chest and they all like stalled for a second. Alright, well, we won't worry about it too much. That's what I got. Other guy, he's got a number one. Number one! But, yeah, I think that's going to work out pretty good. And like I say, once I get a bunch of cows in here and this seems to be running, then I'll take that down. Alright, well, that's where I'm at right now. And, hopefully, when we come back after the cut, we'll go down under the base and we'll start our quarry up and start digging out to the bedrock and getting us a quarry built. So I'll be back with you in a little bit, guys. Alright, I'm back. This is Redtarget, and I'm under my base right here. You can look up on the mini map and see I'm right here. Remember, this is the room. This is the area where I first started out on this world. I found this little hole right here and kind of dug it out. I had some of my first machines right here, and hopefully I have done this thing right, and I've marked off just one chunk right here, 16 by 16 chunk, and I think I figured it out, you know, that I can put I'm pretty sure I got it figured out. You can put 4 7 by 7 tanks inside this area and have a 2-block path between them. So I'm gonna let this quarry dig this chunk all the way down to bedrock, and then I'm gonna place a floor and probably run a ladder down one corner. Run a ladder down one corner all the way down to bedrock, and then I'll put all my tanks. All my tanks, fluid tanks, will be right inside this little chunk right here, all the way down to bedrock. I'm gonna move all my tanks, and I'm gonna get rid of all the ender tanks and transfer them, you know, convert all that to tesseracts and put them on a channel. That way I can get to the liquids and transfer them around however I want to. That's one of my goals there. And so here this thing goes, and I swear I just got this. This uses one steam, you know, one steam boiler. I mean, look, I mean, that quarry goes. It screams with just a one steam boiler on it. That number 12. I think it's no number 7. And I got it marked. I don't think I use that for anything else. So when I turn the quarry on, that's all it's being used for. So that's the problem right there. It's not really a full 16 by. It's not the whole chunk. It still leaves that inside. So what I should have done is took and marked here on the outside rim with the markers, and it would have got the whole chunk. Aha. I'm gonna have to do that because that's what I need. So let's just go ahead and collect this up and remark this whole thing. So that's what you gotta do to get a whole chunk. So you really need to mark here, and then you need to go here. You need to be outside, so you need to be outside that to get what you need to get the actual whole chunk. So I need to be 1 block outside. So that's that. And then this needs to be 1 block outside this line. So outside one block here and outside one block here. Oh, and you gotta raise it up a block with something. Here we go. And then it's bloop. There we go. That's weird though. On the big ones when I do that, it finishes the line out, but on this one it's not doing it. So here we should see. Alright, so do this. And look at that. There's the box right there. So it's inside that box. So I'll put that. Put that right here. Turn mine on. And it should crank right up. So it's basically going to take the first frame down, and then it'll create a new frame. Look how I didn't realize. Look how close I cut it on the. Oh, that wasn't too bad. So I was going to get those outer layers right there. Man, I wish I'd have went over there and collected it first, but that's alright. So now the actual quarry will be inside the frame, so it'll get the full. There we go. Now it'll get that full 16. It'll get this full 16 by 16 chunk. Haha. There we go. Learning. So you hit F9. So this is without any lines. If you hit F9 one time, it gives you just the corners, the little red lines. And I've seen where some people saw, man, what's this? So if you hit F9 again, it gives you the little grid pattern, which just helps you easily identify a chunk, and that can be helpful. As I think, whenever I start a new world, just start me a new Let's Play. Probably gonna do that when 1.6.2 comes out, the new launcher and all comes out. I think I'm gonna start me a new world, and I've never done the Dire Wolf pack, and that's probably what I'm gonna do. And my goal is to be a lot more conscious about chunks and use this. I mean, it's an easy tool. Why not use it? And kind of lay out. Because I know everybody does the 9x9 stuff. So but I mean, if you can keep stuff inside, like if you can keep stuff inside of like I thought, well, if you could start off with a good base if you just kept it inside 4 consecutive chunks, because that'd be 32 by 32. And so I then thought, well, what if you could do, if you had 3 down, what is that, 45, and then whatever 4 is, 54. So that doesn't sound right. I just said that and it's like, that didn't sound right. 4 is 64, so if you could do, that'd be a pretty good size to me. You could have 4 chunks, so 64 blocks that way, and then 4 chunks, that's 64, so 64 by 64. That wouldn't be a bad thing. Keep all your cabling and all your stuff, and just work from sky to bedrock, and that'd be cool. And I didn't know this until I just wasn't paying attention, I guess. In the Ultimate Pack, there was some mod in there that made bedrock flat. So it went down to like level 4, somewhere along in there, and it was flat, which I thought was really neat. And I guess we lost that in Unleashed. I don't remember what mod it was in, but I noticed my cores now, they're not flat anymore. I thought that was really cool, where you could have a flat bedrock. And I don't know, could you do that in Unleashed? Is that just a config that needs to be turned on? If anybody knows that, leave a comment below. Just let me know, because I have no clue. But anyway, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna in one I guess, like if I do a 7x7 at least 2, so then I'm gonna put like a ladder all the way down to bedrock. That way, if I don't have a way to fly, I still got a way to get up out of there. And then maybe put you know, like some kind of walk, catwalk underneath each one of them to get this stuff, and then do the next one. And I can put like 4 here, and go down a little ways and do 4 more. So that's 8 tanks right there. I mean, I don't even know how many. Let's see. Can we go up right here? Let's see. Okay. Let's turn this off. We don't need this right now, I don't think. So we turn that off and see what we got. And I promise you, I'm gonna work on getting all this mess cleaned up, because I gotta watch some more videos of this applied energistics, because I swear I saw where you could have all these, like, you know, if you wanted, as I'm making them MFEs, I need the carbon plate, but you know, you gotta go through several steps. So I was thinking, you know, he just, you know, requested one item and it made all the stuff for it. So I just gotta figure out how to do that. But that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's nothing in that tank. So really that's 8 tanks, and then I made one of these steel tanks, and that's what I wondered, should I do that, a 7x7 steel tank, which would hold twice as much. So here's a, wow, here's a this small tank, you know, what was that, 3x3, 4 high, and that's got 3.2 million. So that's that full. Yeah, wow. So having these cows out here and having that just makes a huge difference. So now that's gonna be my next thing. Is I need to, I think I got a fertilizer. Yeah, I just need to hook everything up and hook this fertilizer up to this one up here, and have to this tank. Put me 2 composters down here maybe, and have them. You know what? I wonder if I could just I don't forgot where they at now. I wonder if I could just run a pipe down here, like run a pipe down here, and just let some come off down there. You know? Oh yeah. I could easily do that, couldn't I? I don't know if I got any gold pipe or not. Alright, well, I got that force, but I don't like it because it's got that stuff that comes out of it. Anyway, I'll set that up later. Well, we got our quarry going, so we'll let that run and dig our hole, and then I'll begin to break these tanks down and move them. So that'll be interesting, especially with the the boiler, steam boilers. Well, you know what? If that's what I need to do, make steel tanks in the place of these, and then I can just transfer the fluid. I can take in this fluid, can start going in the steel tank, and then start sending the fluid from that tank to here. Yeah, you'll never know the difference. I can do that. It'll be easy. So let that dig that out, and we'll be good to go. We can get started. Like I say, this steam boiler here, I'm gonna take it out. We won't have it no more. I just don't see where we need that anymore. That's going along really good. So, and you know, I think this is right over where I had the those what you call the mines, where you go through and you dig the tunnels. Oh man, my mind, I'm drawing a blank. But anyway, you guys know what I'm talking about. Strip mining. So I think it'll probably hit that. So, and I'll make sure. Now that I found this thing out, it's like, yeah, God, like, watch that, boom, watch that, boom, man, you just can't beat that. You know, boom. You know, I wish I'd have figured that out a long time ago. I swear I thought I shot a light over there. Look at that. That's just too cool. Got me a little ridge right there. Oh. Yep. Look at all that iron. You know, you know, you struggle early on trying to get some iron. Oh look, did you see that? That devil. He come got rid of my lights. Look at that. I knew I put a light over there. That doggone aggravating joke. He got rid of my lights. Alright, I see how y'all. Look at all the iron I was standing on top of. You just don't know. Alright, well, this is I'm gonna call this the end of episode 34, and like always, you know, if you enjoyed it, give me a like, you know. If you want to see more, subscribe, comment. And this is Redtarget, and I'll holler at you later.